You probably saw him a few years back. Everybody in Conway, I think, went absolutely wild. There were even allegations that AT&T had rigged something with the phone lines.
Bogus.
No, guys. It was all real. We would like to welcome the one and only Mr. Kris Allen.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
I could not be more excited, you guys. I've been telling you for weeks now that Kris Allen's coming to see us in person to talk to you about his new album.
Flesh.
Thank You, Camellia. And
Yes.
it's out. It came out Tuesday.
Came out Tuesday.
Got my deluxe fan edition on Tuesday, and
There
I've
we
been
go.
listening nonstop.
Did you get the vinyl?
I did not. I was in a contest.
Do you have a record player?
No, I do not.
No one
I have
does.
a phono player. Yes, I have a record player.
You have a record player.
I have a
You
record
have to get
player.
the vinyl then.
I have a Technics record player.
There we go.
There you. I have a cassette player too, and I'm admitting that.
Neither one of my children even knew what
I see.
vinyl was, so
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
little
sure they
embarrassed
did.
to admit that.
I think it's coming back though.
It is coming back because
You.
the quality that you can get on a vinyl compared to what you can get on the CD, it's just, when vinyl was out many, many years ago, I'm telling my age, everything went to CD. Oh, it's the newest and it's the greatest.
Right.
But the fidelity that you can get on
sound
vinyl
quality.
is just
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, and like it's an experience. You turn it on. You have to listen to the whole thing pretty much,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's nice. It's relaxing.
You
I
set
feel.
it on there. Hey, see, I started radio back in 1975, so I've been doing this for 30 some odd years.
Right.
And back then, when I started radio, we were playing the 45s and we were playing the LPs and getting the Q burns and all that good stuff that they call it. And I've kept my Technics phono player ever since.
There we go.
Well, if there's an artist out there that can bring vinyl back, it's going to be Kris Allen. So I was excited that you offered it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought the big picture looked nice, big. So
Very nice. Very nice.
that's the reason I did it.
Well, tell me, how long did it take you to make this album? I know it's been a long time coming for the fans.
I started writing it like right afterwards, pretty much right after I finished the first one, but I had a lot of I was busy in between. I was touring and all that stuff, but I would say I was in the studio for about a year altogether.
Wow.
When in LA and just kind of going in and out and trying to come back here as much as I could but for the most part just being in LA, just going for it.
I know you've been working really hard on it, and
Trying.
I just have no idea how the process goes. How do you narrow down all of the songs that you have in your library to just the ones that you include on the CD? How does that happen?
There's some of them that you write immediately and you just go, there's no way that's ever going to go anywhere.
Right.
So it dwindles down really easily to probably like 18 or 19 or 20 or something like that, and then it gets hard. Then you start losing songs. You're like, man, I don't want to lose that song. I really like that song. So that was the tough part for sure, is losing some of the songs that I've grown accustomed to love.
Maybe you could pull them out and perform them on tour.
It probably will happen.
Nice.
Arkansas was not only proud, but we were just so excited when you, of course, were on American Idol. And, of course, you were taking on Adam Lambert. And I think a lot of folks in L.A. and Chicago were going, oh, Adam's going to win, Adam's going to win. And, of course, I'm going, no, I've been a fan of Idol since it first started, since, Kelly Clarkson first came on. And we were all going, no, it's Kris Allen, man. I mean, he's genuine. He's down to earth. And I know you get a ton of questions about American Idol. What was that process like?
It was fun, really. I mean, I was able to meet a lot of new friends and kind of show the world what I could do. It was like, I mean, it was stressful at times and really crazy, but I had a great time doing it, and it was fun to like challenge myself every week and kind of show everybody what I could do.
A hectic schedule of what you guys had to put up.
It's pretty
with.
insane.
And then, of course, after that, you had to go on tour. You were doing all the touring with, all the cities. Do you stay in touch with any of the former contestants?
I do. There's a lot of texting going on. No one is. I don't see anybody very much, but a lot of texting going on. Adam released his record a week before mine, so we were giving each other compliments back and forth.
Now, of course, Kris was back in our back in the back. We took him back to the back.
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't say up
Had
front.
a little mini concert back there. That was fun.
Concert and acoustical performance for a select group of listeners. And one of the questions that you were asked was what you thought of this year's American Idol.
I actually haven't been able to watch until this year. It was always a little weird. It was always like a little bit weird watching. You hear the music, you get like a little nervous, and heart starts beating a little faster. But this year, it felt different enough that I could go and watch it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought they were really, really talented, great singers,
great group,
and I think they're destined for greatness. Really are.
They have some great folks on there, and of course Jessica, one of my favorites. Philip as well. Loved Skylar and what she did, and of course we're looking forward to another edition of American Idol next year. A lot of singing competition shows out there, and. How did you get hooked up with Idol? I mean, what made you decide you wanted to really compete on American Idol?
It's kind of an accident.
Complete accident.
Me and my brother had nothing to do, and we decided that. He was like, I'm gonna go try. We drove up to Louisville and we actually got there too late. We didn't. The registration had closed.
Oh wow!
And my brother is the biggest con artist in the world, and made them open it back up. So we were the very last people to register.
Well, that's what.
And the very last people to sing that day.
About,
it's pretty. There's a plan for sure.
Stars align for sure.
And you've always given back a lot to the community, because before you went on Idol, you did a lot of things with UCA in Conway and with your church group and stuff. And I know you still do a lot of that nowadays.
I like to. I mean, the great thing about Idol is it gives you a voice. It gives you and people listen, which is awesome. Hopefully, I'm saying the right things, but it's amazing because I can get behind something, and then because I'm behind it, other people are behind it, and I've been able to help some things out here, and I had a friend that started an art school, and I was able to really get behind that, and I know that's been a big dream of hers, and music is such a big part of my life, and always has been, that I wanted to help out with that, and then there's a ton of other stuff, and I'm just always trying to give back,
You do something, I think, almost each and every year for an organization, I think, there in the Conway community as well. And it's on the tip of my tongue. Can you think of what it is?
He's heavily involved with Music Empowers. Like local charities, I'm not...
Blackbird is... I got involved with Music Empowers, and we both got involved with Blackbird there in Conway.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Now, what's the typical day like for Kris Allen?
Well, lately it is.
busy.
It's been pretty busy. I was telling somebody the other day, we were in New York City that day, flew to LA, played a show that same night, did something the next morning in LA, and then flew here yesterday.
Wow.
I don't even know what I did yesterday. I don't know. There's a lot of flying going on. There's a little bit of sleep.
And you're not even being able to stay in Arkansas long, are you?
I'm leaving tomorrow, sadly.
Wow.
But the show must go on.
The life of a star.
Rock and roll.
Well, I want to touch a little bit on the new album before we let you go. If you had one thing to say to your fans out there as to why they should grab this album, I mean, what can you say? I mean, I personally know as a big fan that it is just even better than the first one that was before Idol and the debut CD. It's even better this time. But
thank you.
From you, since you've got such a hand on.
Well, this is the record that I've wanted to make. Yeah, I got to spend some time on this one and really get kind of personal with the lyrics and the melodies and just let people kind of in. And
sounds like you.
And so this is it I don't know. It is very personal to me, and I think people can really connect to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And of course, we're going to debut it. We're going to get that single on the air.
There we go.
That's the type of music we play, man.
Sounds good.
Support what you got going on.
It's totally awesome.
Before we wrap all this up, because I know you're on a tight schedule, you're going to be coming back to Arkansas because you're going to be performing at Magic Springs in Hot Springs. You haven't told me about
June 30th. He'll be in Magic Springs, and it's going to be an amazing show. Performing, I'm assuming, the new stuff.
Yes, performing. Probably, we'll do some old stuff. We'll do some new stuff. We'll do some new stuff. You never know.
Some new stuff.
Ooh, you're teasing me now.
You never know.
And of course, tell them a little bit about your website, if you would.
Yeah, the website is KrisAllenOfficial.com. You can talk to me on Twitter. I don't know if you're gonna like what I say, but
hey,
I like to have fun.
That's one of the things about Kris Allen. You're honest. You're a person. You're not a figmentation of some record exec's imagination or somebody they wanted and said, "Oh, we're going to create this personality and this persona." Down to earth.
I've tried to be.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Humble Kris. That's what they called you on Idol. Well, thank you, Camellia. The album, it's in stores as of Tuesday. You guys go out and get it. And if you have a copy now, show up at Walmart in Conway for the CD signing party tonight.
I will be there.
6 o'clock?
At the Walmart on Harkrider in Conway.
Yeah, should be a great event. Kris, we appreciate you coming by and
Thanks for
spending a
having
few
me.
moments with us. And, of course, thanks for doing the acoustical set for our listeners.
You're welcome.
So
Sure.
we
Very
appreciate
welcome.
that. And
It's fun.
Good luck on your career, man.
Thank you,
You're going
sir.
to do well, I have no doubt.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you for coming by.
We are FM.